Okay, that's where we're starting. Boys, how the hell have you been? Man, it has been so long me and you have sat here and missed each other trying to get each other on the show for so long. Just so that
Uh-huh.
way everybody knows, Verlis isn't gone. The motherfucker ate a bad jar of peanut butter. You're gonna see him dead in the thumbnail. It's gonna be hilarious. But we're literally recording tomorrow. He just didn't want to sit in his chair that long. And I completely respect that. I hate especially having lactose intolerance and gluten problems. I hate having to shit and not being able to go shit. It is the worst feeling in the fucking world.
I
So,
was gonna joke and say something along the lines I'd just bring the camera with me, but I can't.
oh, it was so bad. In our friend group chat on Discord, there would always there was this one dude. I think I remember his little username. I think it was Doyman. He would randomly, and it was the only time he popped up in the group chat at all. Did not comment in text chat, did not jump in on VCs and hang out with us, other than when he was actively shitting for like 15 minutes and would just hop in the friend group chat to sit there and hang out. I have no idea where the fuck he came from. I know he's part of the fan base and stuff like that, but it didn't make any fucking sense. Dude just pops in. He's like, "What's up, guys?" and then mutes himself
That's good.
until he feels like ants. It was just mind blowing. I was
That
like,
is
I have
crazy.
way too, like I have very little social anxiety, but goddamn, that is another fucking level.
I don't know, man. I don't think I care enough. I do. I don't think I would actually do that. But in my mind, I'm like, dude, I'd totally do that.
Like there are times where you just sit there and you stare at the group chat and you're like, ah, oh, maybe I'll join.
I
Nah, I really don't feel like it right now.
I feel like Discord is difficult. I'm sorry. I feel like we're just going
No,
right
you're
into the
good.
show. But
You're good.
Discord, I've tried Discord 2 or 3 times and I just can't. I don't know if it's just confusing or I just can't figure it out.
You got so Discord is essentially you remember like AIM chat rooms where you could click in and it would randomly
Yeah.
drop you in with a chat room of like 5 6 people and that
Yeah.
it's like that. But you got to have like 20 30 motherfuckers that absolutely just want to hang out and have some fun.
Yeah.
And that's really cool cuz like I legitimately have been a bad friend since everything happened with my son and everything else. I like withdrew from fucking everything.
Uh-huh.
So like I hopped back in the Discord for like the first time in like a year and a half now. Like earlier this week. And it was like nothing changed. And I was like, "Oh my god, it's it's so nice not to have to worry about like if your friends give a fuck that you stepped away for 20 days or a month or 2 years. Like you know
Right.
that those motherfuckers are still just sitting there chilling, that they're still sitting there playing a game, tell you to pick up your pen, sit down, play some Call of Duty with them. And it's just like, "Oh my god, this feels fantastic."
That is nice, dude. I agree though, but I think that plays a lot into who your actual fan base is too, right? Like you and I have talked about views and stuff like that. Like I know that it might say I had 600 viewers, but in reality, only 80 of them checked in and hung out, and maybe 2 dozen of them were legit people who show up every time. Like I think there's
Yeah.
different aspects of it.
Well, the way that I grew is weird as hell because of everything, like my job and everything else, and being part of that, and then making friends there. You know what I'm saying? It became a weird conglomerate of just what the fuck is this, and it just like you can't control it, but at the same time, it's just like it's really nice when you just have like when shit happens and everybody's like, okay, no, now it's time to be serious. We're not gonna fuck around right now. It's okay, buddy. We got your back and we support you and we love you and it's okay. No matter like where anybody was or anything else, drop in, check on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That shit is fantastic, regardless of if you've picked up your phone in like 6 months. Everybody knows you're okay, and if you need something, you'll fucking reach out. And
Yeah.
if it goes too long, somebody will make a joke, and then you'll get tagged, and then it'll be okay again.
that's that's right up my alley of humor, but yeah, yeah, I agree. I agree. Uh, I think satire is a great escape for me. I mean, for me, it is. You know, like if I'm having a bad day or a bad week, just to be able to bullshit with people, and they're not like, You doing okay? And but like if you need the help, they're there. But at the same time, if you don't even want to talk about it and you just want to bullshit, it is kind of a nice escape.
I I I don't know why. And I don't know if this is just me getting older in my older age, but I love the coin flip of, are they going to tell me I'm a fucking retard because I'm complaining about something? Or are they all going to come to my defense and be like, boys, we're together. It's okay.
Right.
And it's a coin flip. And you know, the second that you give them a little bit of pushback on whatever answer they gave you, they're going
Right.
to flip and do the other one too. So
Yep.
you get both sides regardless. It's
That's
just,
right.
it happens. But
Uh-huh.
it's just, it's so refreshing.
Uh-huh.
Like even when you're finally just like, oh, I got an hour to calm down and chill out and talk for a little bit. And it's just nice. It's
It
just
is.
nice to be able to flip on the camera and hang out with the friends for a little bit.
I agree. I agree. That's why I still do this. That's how we met.
Yeah. My obnoxious ass. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
no, that's why I love doing this. Because like to me, like even if you had 0 viewers, if you're fucking entertaining, I don't care. Let's have a fucking conversation.
Being able to hold a conversation is the hardest part. Like I'm sure you've had guests that just can't keep the conversation going, or they're just very short, and they're not meaning to. It's just who they are, and you're just trying to help them out, but it's still tough.
I don't know if you had this dude on, but he is by far, in my opinion, the worst guest I had. And I don't remember his exact name, but he was a Miss America pageant fucking judge. And he was like in a fucking room that was all fucking wooden, like you picture a lawyer's office with like the leather bound books all pressed in as far as they possibly could go. No, this dude was in a fucking, you would assume it was a green screen because all of the bookshelves were fucking empty. And he's just sitting there talking, and none of the stories are absolutely interesting at all. I'm like, what the? I am a fucking nobody, and I have stories. I have 110 stories that will last 15 to 20 minutes, and I could tell any of them at the drop of a hat. Motherfucker, you were the judge for Miss America or Miss Universe or whatever, and you can't even fucking make that sound interesting.
that as a job title is interesting in itself. So if you can make that boring, that's impressive in itself on a whole nother level.
Like, I don't fucking get it.
Uh-huh.
And then there's always times where you get like weird people that don't want to interact with certain people, and that's a whole nother thing. But like, it's just.
But
it's
how?
weird sometimes.
So when you reach out to people, like, do you reach out to randoms like I do? Like, I'll just see somebody scrolling through reels, and I'll think they're interesting, and I'll just be like, hey, I podcast. Like, I do that all the time.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of fucking selfish with this. I just am. So like all of my heroes, like Craig Lieberman, the dude who put all the cars together for Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Guess what I did? No, you're fucking coming on. I want to have you on. I want to have a conversation. Let's talk about this shit. He joins the podcast for a couple weeks because he's a co-host for a little bit. Like, to me, it's like, I want to check the fucking boxes because I know that if I enjoy talking to them and I want to like hear their stories and stuff like that. Do you know how much more fun that is for the fucking other people on the other side?
Yeah. When I actually got shocked when Wee Man hit me up. You remember that? And then I had a couple people, I think you asked, and I had a couple people ask, and I said, hey, look, dude, I'm just reaching out. I understand if you're busy. I said, but I got a couple friends at podcasts. They'd love to have you on. He's like, look, man. He's like, I'm a busy. He's like, you seem all right, but I can't like sit here and I'm like, look, dude, I'm just letting you know. But great guy. No. He's a great guy.
And it's so weird to try and like form those conversations in between people that you see as an equal or you see as a friend.
Yeah.
And that's been like the weirdest place to me, is like so many of these people call me friends now, but it's like, I'm not going to call and ask for a favor.
Right.
I don't
want to ask for anything that I can't offer either. So like, yeah, exactly. I don't, even when people are like, hey, I had a tough day and they want to vent, I'll even tell them up front, be like, look, dude, I'm more than happy to listen, but I'm not good at sympathy. So like, if you're expecting like an emotional response out of me, I'll be an ear, but I don't want to upset you and let you know that there's going to be an emotional aspect because I'm not good at that.
Oh, I fail. I fail when we sit here and we'll go into a situation where it's like, oh my God, I need to feel bad for you, but I've never felt it.
Yes.
Like especially if I have ADHD.
If
That's
I
what
have
it
no
is.
voice, especially if I have no voice on it, like if I have no idea what you're going through, I'm not gonna act like I do. You know?
No, I'm gonna say the corniest, most straightforward fucking things I possibly can,
Yeah.
because that's about what the world has conditioned me to do.
Hmm.
And after I feel so bad for you, I'm sorry you're dealing with this. I'm completely through my entire script and now I'm shit.
Yep. And I didn't mean to be like that's why I just tell people up front, like I will listen. I will.
Yep.
And I'll care in the sense that I'm listening, but when I voice myself back, I don't want you to get upset when it's
Yeah,
not what you wanted.
I will talk you off the ledge. I will sit here and chat with
Yes.
you. I will sit here and help you. I will give you every single ounce of fucking energy I have. But do not expect me to feel bad for
Right.
you.
I
A
will
does not
ask
work.
if you're on a ledge, I'm going to ask you what the wind, how fast is the wind blowing? I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know those situations.
Yeah.
And I don't want to act like I even understand where people who do go into those positions are at, because I don't know. I have no idea.
It sounds stupid and it sounds fucking egotistical, but that was like the one thing that made me feel like an okay, normal person when I was a teenager was like talking to anybody on AIM that was like struggling with something or anything like that. Like, message me, I'm here.
Mhm.
It doesn't fucking matter. I'll make you giggle, I'll make you laugh, I'll listen to you. No idea if I'm gonna be able to, commiserate with you, but I'm gonna sit
Right.
there and talk with you until I know you're off the ledge.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. That's good. I definitely don't want anybody. Yeah. No. Not on my watch. Not when we're talking, at least. So please.
Exactly. Like I want you to be as okay as I possibly
Mm.
can, because I will absolutely blame myself every single time.
That's
That
tough.
guilt, I felt survivor's guilt for my brother passing at birth. I
Yeah.
could only imagine. And it's just like, non, we're not going to do this. That's
Right.
not okay. I'm
Yeah.
here. We're fixing this and we're
Yeah.
fixing it now.
Hmm. That's good. I see. And I actually I think that way, but my responses aren't that way. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't know how to say the right response to be like helpful. And I think I do it like through my comedy and the skits and the reels and the things that I put
Oh,
out there. People do DM me and they're like, I've had it rough and your stuff's been a nice escape and it feels good,
yeah.
but I don't realize that I have that effect either, until I hear it.
Yeah, no, and I said this a couple of times, whether I was streaming or whether I was on the mental health podcast. I don't think I've said it here. I love getting DMs of like, dude, regardless of if it's a fucking troll and thousands of people fucking send them now, or it's completely honest. I fucking love. Oh, dude, I was there for a fucking joke I made or whatever made you fucking giggle in the fucking dark. Dude, turn on the fucking light. Let's keep going. I
Mhm.
I I fucking love that shit. I love the fact that I've helped somebody regardless. Like, your troll is not a fucking troll to me. You made me feel good, you fucking idiot. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm happy to help people. That's what I'm fucking here for.
Yes.
That's it. I'm here to make people fucking giggle and laugh, regardless of if it's because I'm retarded or because of what I said was funny
Oh,
or
dude.
not. I'm here because I want to fucking light up the fucking world. Let's fucking light it up.
Yeah, I okay, so I posted a video on Facebook of like some dude doing karate, and there's a guy in the background with a really high forehead. And I just pop in, it's like a little 6-second clip, and I pop in, I'm like, that's impressive, but that dude's got a really large forehead. And then the comments blew up because people were arguing that it wasn't Bruce Lee. I'm like, that had nothing to do with why I made this clip at all. And I made like $300 one month because of that 6-second clip on Facebook. And I'm like, why? Like, I don't understand
Yeah.
it.
And there's so many little things like that, even in this show, that you could sit there and clip 6 seconds out of and cash in hundreds of dollars because, like, it's just a phrase that everybody's like, oh my God, why the fuck has nobody else thought of that specific thing? And it's just like, oh. And it's just like, nobody understands.
Huh?
Nobody gets it.
They don't. I mean, I've got friends and family that are like, why do you do it? I just, first off, I just like doing it. But then those kind of things are like a nice, it's nice every now and then to be like, well, I just made a little something
You,
off of something I enjoy doing.
motherfucker, this is the shit I get. I get, oh my god, they need to make podcasting equipment so much more expensive. Motherfucker,
No,
I made more money podcasting than most people make on their weekly fucking job. Like, what the
uh-huh.
fuck are you talking about?
Right. And it's just talking to people, doing this.
Are you jealous because of the people I talk to? Are you jealous because I have people listening? Are you jealous because companies reach out and want to give me things? Is that why? Or are you just like bitchy and whiny because you're too fucking lazy to do it and you don't know if you could?
Right. Well, nobody's gonna know. The worst thing I hate is, well, I don't know the approach I should do. I don't just do it. I didn't know what I was doing. I heard about what a podcast was. I looked it up. COVID happened. I'm like, I'm gonna try it out, and it worked, and I actually love it. It's definitely a passion that I didn't know existed until COVID hit.
Yeah. And it's so mind-blowing seeing the things that I've seen. It's like, dude,
Uh-huh.
there is so much money here. There's
Hmm.
so much availability here. It's like it's one of the few places in the entire world where you don't have to run and pull up the fucking ladder behind you. You can literally, just like Joe Rogan did, just like my bosses did with PK, you can drag along the entire fucking group you got with you. It's okay. Let's all get 100,000 views this week. Let's all keep going. It's
Uh-huh.
fantastic. And it's just like, if you don't like it, fucking move on. You
Right.
saying
I don't.
podcasting equipment should be more expensive
Yeah.
gets me more views, you fucking knuckle dragger. That's what it does.
Yes. Dude, and that's fueling. I think fueling the comments and fueling, because I don't think people understand that when they're in the comments and they're going back and forth, that's more views.
Yep.
Especially when they're getting an argument on your stuff. It's the best.
And I play devil's advocate a lot because Verlis is even more right than I am.
Mhm.
So he'll be very, very, very far right. And I'll sit there and fuck around with the left. I don't
Mhm.
fucking believe it, but I like just giving them the devil's advocate. And they'll be like, well, you're wrong in how you're explaining that. I'm trying to fucking explain it to people who don't fucking understand.
Right.
Just because you have a fucking geopolitical fucking degree in underwater basket weaving doesn't fucking matter to anybody else here, buddy. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Nobody cares.
Underwater bat. That's good. That's good. That's clever. That is clever. But you're right. Nobody cares. I hate when I hate that people think, or I guess I love that people think that it can mess with you, because
Yeah.
I'm sure it does. Like, you hear news articles of people actually offing themselves or whatever, because of the ridicule, which really sucks. It makes you really hate a lot of the trolls, like you were saying. But at the same time, those of us who have like a backbone and can stand up to it, it does make the energy and the content more entertaining, in my view.
Motherfucker, you're multiplying the fucking energy. That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
I am an asshole from New York.
Yeah.
If you just start running your mouth, I'm going to click on your profile picture. And if it's a picture of you, I'm going to start insulting you.
Yes.
I don't care.
Yes.
The
That's
fact
good.
that you matter is so fucking little. You're a
Uh-huh.
fucking avatar on the screen, dude. Just like
It's-
I'm an avatar on your
I gotta-
screen. I'm not a human.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we might message through Messenger and stuff here and there, but like people like you that I've kept in touch with over the years, I mean, I consider you a friend. I don't,
Yeah.
there's not many I can say that with, because there's been so many that come and go, but I do have friends all over the world now because of this.
Exactly.
You know,
Dude, it's so weird. It's so weird.
I don't
Like,
care if people
why-
come and go. They do. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I have
Exactly.
made friends.
And it's weird because, like, if people go, they go. But god damn it, dude, it is weird the ones that stick. The
Mhm.
ones that are always there, regardless of if you've checked in or not. And they're just like, dude, how's everything going? If that's the first words out of your mouth, dude,
Mhm.
I know you fucking care.
Yeah.
Regardless of if you're going to say it or not, you
Mhm.
fucking care. And
Right.
dude, that feels fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's like, the group chat we have that we've had for years now, the whatever the podcast group is that we have on Messenger. It's just, we've had it for years, but people just died out. It just kind of fizzled, but some of us still hang out and still talk.
Yeah, and we started that trying to help other people, making sure that
Mhm.
they're able to do this and make money too.
Yeah.
because I
I,
actually stand on what I say I'm gonna do.
yeah. Yeah. And
That's what it
you
should be.
powerhouse through this stuff though. I mean, I don't want to say powerhouse. You enjoy doing it. It doesn't seem like you're struggling
Oh,
to do it.
dude, I make, what is it, like 15 hours of content a week?
Mm-hmm. That's
Dude, I
awesome.
love every
That's
fucking
awesome.
minute of it.
Yeah.
I have two podcasts that I co-own with my co-hosts that are in the top 1% and 3% in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I produce 6 hours of other content that is top 200 podcasts in the entire world at any given
It feels
time.
good to be a part of it though, too. I mean,
Exactly.
no
It's
matter
just,
what. Yeah.
dude, getting to meet the people that I've met, it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, dude, it's cool. Hanging out with even just my bosses, dude. It feels like another, not because I'm cool, but dude, it's cool to meet people that have done things, and you're able to
Well,
ask them
you
like
don't
how
even
they
have to say that
thought.
you don't have to say that you're cool, like to just be cool. It's just you either vibe or you don't vibe, right? That's what it comes down to. You and me, as soon as you hit live, we just started talking and we haven't stopped, bro. Like
Well,
it's just
that's how it should
easy.
be.
Yes, that's how it
That's
should
how it
be.
should be, dude. I slept 4 hours today. I did not take my ADHD medication this morning. I've I've handled 2 or 3 different meetings. I've taken a 20-minute nap, and I'm still here at 11 o'clock at night, full energy, and I probably will be going until like 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be like, okay, now it's sleepy time.
Yeah.
Now it's time to shut off.
Well, I've already got so like for me, like you messaged me, I was already planning. So I utilized TikTok a lot. I don't know if you're on TikTok or not, but
Yep.
I have 2 different profiles now, the church and JG's Lounge, and I do my best to try to go live at least 2 to 3 nights a week on each one. So tonight I'm going to do both of them after this. Like I'm going to do 45 minutes of one and then 45 minutes of the other one. But I try to be consistent because if I don't, I don't know. It's not that I don't need to be consistent, but people appreciate it,
Well, consistency also is the easiest way to cure your autism. It just is.
I've never heard that.
Well, like if you wake up, and this is probably just my autism. I wake up every single morning and I do the same exact thing. Seems like everybody does. Whether you're one of those people that have to wake up first thing in the morning and take a piss, you fucking weirdos. You don't stop drinking at some point before you go to sleep. That's weird.
That's fair. That's yeah.
But I come downstairs, I make myself an energy drink. I decide if I'm going to take my ADHD medication today. And then I make a bagel for breakfast. I sit down with my beautiful fiance outside. We sit there and eat breakfast together. And then we figure out what the fuck we have to do. Every single fucking morning, it doesn't fucking change.
It's repetition. Life is repetition, man. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
for me, it's fresh ground, some coffee beans. I have a little French press. That's my first 10-minute routine every day, and I make enough for like 2 cups every day. And I wake up if I work, I wake up an hour before I need to leave, and then I give myself like a 30-minute window.
Oh, you're one of those people.
I am. I'm very. I definitely kind of have a checklist, almost a mental checklist.
When I was working clothes, I sat there and I woke up 35 minutes before I had to go to work at 2 o'clock. And my drive is 25 minutes. And I absolutely tried to sneak in the extra 3 minutes to go to McDonald's that was across the other side of town. Just so I could walk in with 2 McChickens in my pocket and a large fry, because I definitely slept from the
clocking
time
in
I put the
1 minute,
bus.
like right before you're too late.
No, my ex-fiance sped everywhere. So we could get that 23-minute drive down in about 20 minutes, and we would be kind of okay, and we were fine.
Right.
We swing into McDonald's as long as there wasn't a line, get 2 Buffalo Chicken McChickens and a large fry. I'd finished that large fry in the mile it took to drive back through the town to go to the store. And it was consistent.
I consistently buy the 99-cent iced coffees.
I can't drink coffee like that. I'd be shitting all over the place.
I drink like 6 cups a day. And I shouldn't, but I do.
That is light work, man. If I told you how much caffeine I intake, it would be a scary number.
Well, I mean, that's not. I usually throw in an energy drink in there too, but no, it's a lot.
I'm around
sure yours is
900 milligrams of caffeine on top of ADHD medication as well.
Well, I don't know. How much is a cup of coffee? Let's
90.
90. Okay. On average for the coffee. Okay. So let's say I have throughout the day 6 cups of that and then a 300 milligram energy drink. So I'm probably, I mean, I'm not quite 900, but I'm close. And it's
Yeah.
way too much because I had foot surgery and the prep for the surgery was no caffeine for like 48 hours. I
Yep.
have never had a relapse like I did off caffeine. I got so sick. I got so sick, and I told myself I was going to come back, and I have, and that's the sad part is I'm still drinking that much.
So, and shout out to G Fuel. I know you're not re-signed yet. I love you guys though. I love you guys so fucking much.
I do love energy drinks. I'm still drinking.
When I signed on with G Fuel, I was drinking a 24 pack of Monster in 2 weeks. And it got to the point where life just felt sticky. Like
the energy drink itself.
Yeah, like you feel like syrup. And like you don't realize it until you cut the sugar. And to me, that was the biggest change is like I went from drinking all sugary drinks to absolutely none. And it literally just changed everything.
Mm-hmm.
It like rounds off some of the problems that you have with like depression or sadness and stuff like that. It rounds off the problem of wanting more caffeine or anything like that. Like I could drink 600 milligrams of caffeine and I feel 0. And I feel calm and I feel level headed and I feel okay. And that is fantastic. That's about where I like it. I like being able to consume as much as I kind of want and it just feels okay.
That's good. Yeah, no, I don't think that it's, I mean, I definitely don't think it's great for you, but I do love it. So at least I do love G Fuel. I do want to throw it out there. G Fuel is great.
I used to go to sleep. I did this the other night. I made a G Fuel. I was like, you know what? Shit, I'm fucking tired. I'm going to sleep. I brought my G Fuel upstairs with me. Chugged half of it in the middle of the night. It was okay. Guess what? I can sleep through that shit. You want to know what the best sleep I ever have is? Caffeinated sleep. It's the only way my mind works properly.
That's like me with death metal. I can fall asleep listening to death metal. You know, it's I don't know. I honestly, I fell asleep. I've fallen asleep standing up sometimes, man. So I'm pretty sure I could probably sleep through anything.
You sound like a narcoleptic, buddy. You got to be careful. You might. So
the thing is, I do. Well, yeah. I push myself though. Like I will stay up super late, even though I know I should probably just get my 6 to 8 hours, and I'll end up getting 3. But I'll feel like I got a lot done. So it's like I do that, and then like after 7 or 8 days of doing that, my body is just like, nope, you're catching up, man. And then random parts of the day, I'm falling asleep.
Well, there's one part of that is a struggle I think a lot of dads feel. And it sucks because it's the shit people don't realize. And that's not a hit on your wife, my fiance, or anybody specific, but it is something that like dudes are so fucking focused to turn the wheel over and then do the things that they want to do as well, that we will openly cause ourselves depression, mental illness, lack of sleep, falling and hurting ourselves, that we run until there's no fucking energy left. It's like driving the fucking car until there's no oil in it, not just no gas. And it doesn't seem like anybody really thoroughly realizes that unless you're in that kind of like turn the wheel over kind of stage. And this story right here kind of reminds me of it. So my stepdad is very, very, very fucking similar. He is a really, really fucking hard worker. He's one of those people that if you just point him at something and tell him how to do it, he'll do it. But learning how to do it, not the greatest at that. But if you point him at something and tell him, okay, go do the dishes over there. If you have a full entire kitchen worth of dishes, he will wait until the water gets cold and then fill up the sink with hot water before the water gets cold. So that way he can finish doing the rest of the dishes as much as possible. He just goes. He's like the Energizer Bunny. If he knows what he's doing, he's okay. But he used to get so burnt out. This motherfucker would fall asleep with his fucking steel toe boots on. And when he got home, he would like unlace the top eye loops and just wear it like around his ankle like a normal shoe, but like not fully on his foot. So he would
Yeah,
like
it's
clop
loose.
around
Like
the
if he
fucking
was
house.
to walk. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So he's sitting in our living room in my teenage home, and he's sitting there like just dozing. This dude fucking slept anywhere. Like I have so many funny stories about him sleeping, but
Mhm.
this is one of my favorite ones. This dude bends down, unties his one boot, takes it off, and you know the like the Prince, not Prince Albert, the Fat Albert hat where it's like all wavy and
Yeah,
it looks like a sock.
I know what a
His
Prince
sock
Albert is
comes
too, but
off.
yeah.
Yeah, his sock comes off with his fucking boot, so it's like all saggy and like half of his ankles hanging out, and he has fucking crew socks on. And he starts unlacing the second boot, and by the time he got down to like where he has to like lay his chest on his knee,
Uh-huh.
he passes out completely. And this motherfucker snores so bad that it sounds like you have six narcoleptic people that have sleep apnea so badly that they need 2 or 3 machines each. And you still would hear him over all of them. So he
I'm up
falls
there.
fully asleep within a second. And my mom's like, looks at him and says, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he scares himself. He's like, "Oh my God, what was I doing?" She's like, "You were untying your boots. Go the fuck to bed."
Yeah.
So he bends down to untie his boot again. He falls back asleep. And she's like, "This motherfucker, what the fuck is he doing?" And before she even got the energy to say anything else, he slowly, in the most comically cartoonish fucking way, slowly falls out of the couch that he was fully sitting on
Mhm.
and slowly gives himself rug burn from his forehead to his chin because he drug his face across the floor willingly. Just slowly inched himself across the floor like a fucking snail trail.
Yep. I've worked 2 jobs, man, to provide.
Yeah.
I have been there. I have 100% been there. I feel for him. Dude, I've face planted before. I've fallen upstairs because I was so tired. I've pulled up over on the side of the road because I was like, dude, I thought I could drive. They ain't working. I've yeah, working two jobs, two full-time jobs at one point.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get it. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
And it's actually a scary place to be honest with you.
Yeah. When I was working a full-time job, I was working 42 hours.
Mhm.
I was upper management because they were training me to be a store manager.
Right.
And I was streaming 14 to 18 hours a week.
Right.
And then I had 3 kids and a wife at the time. And then I got injured. And you know what? Guess what? That drive has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
It just has to.
Yep.
And it's
But
weird.
you
because
enjoy, but
never
you have a
find that.
passion for it. So like the commitment's in the passion for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it shows.
And it's weird. It's weird because I'm so excited to see what everybody's reaction is to all the new art that I did for the show, the new thumbnails designs and everything else.
I do have to say that I do notice that thumbnails can drive views.
Oh,
And I never
it's
thought
scary.
about it. I never
So,
thought about
do you
it.
have your phone in your hand or your Facebook up?
It's right here. What's up?
Okay. So I'm not gonna show the fans or anything yet. I want them to be all excited.
Am
But
going
I
to your
want
page?
your opinion on this thumbnail style that I'm
Oh,
gonna
you-
send you right there.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. I'm not showing it. I'm just looking at it.
No, you're just looking at it.
Okay.
Completely worked on that entire thumbnail style and everything else, and kind of got the art style down to the way I wanted. And
Yeah. Are you like me? Do you utilize Chat GPT and then tweak
mixing,
it?
yeah.
One thing I like about this is it looks like you probably, correct me, you probably gave it a prompt. It wasn't exactly what you wanted, but you liked some of the aspects. So you kept saying, you know what? No, reimagine it, but do it this way or do that. And then you'll probably say no.
So-
But that's kind of what I do. I have to tweak it till it's exactly
Well,
what I want.
You got to do that, but those are just the templates. Those are just
No,
the
these
ideas
are
of like where I'm
great.
coming from.
I love the image is great.
So
Both of
I
them.
love King of the Hill. And I
Uh-huh.
love that kind of like art style and stuff like that.
I see it.
Very 90s, very like graffiti and comic book kind of mashed
I
together
I
and
know
butt
the
fucked.
person. I know the person on the left in the red because I've seen them on your clips.
Yep, that's
That
Verlis. That's
one I
the other
know.
co-host. He's gonna
Yep.
be dead in this thumbnail. It's gonna be really funny.
No, yeah.
Um,
They're good. I like them.
I was telling my fiance, I said I'm gonna have him sitting there dragging with a drip bag, sitting at the bar, and it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
That's good. That's good.
But I was like, I kind of want to blend all these kind of like different ideas, and nobody wants to like grasp the idea. So like when I see street art, I see the crossover in between like comic book art and like graffiti artists.
Okay.
And like obviously you don't see it everywhere, but you'll see a lot of like Batman stuff. You'll see a lot of Spider-Man stuff. You'll see a lot of like lettering and stuff that kind of looks similar in both styles. And that's where I come from. I'm a fucking nerd, but I grew up in the hood. So I like that 90s culture shit. I like blending it all
feel like
together
that's
and kind
modern. I feel like that's modern now, or it's just because social media
It's-
has brought it out.
well,
But it seems more modern now with this generation.
well, now the millennials are kind of getting their voice, and there's more of us now because we were the people that started doing YouTube and stuff like that. So
Right.
now we're getting to be the louder version of everything.
Right.
And now with the stuff like Sydney Sweeney taking over American Eagle stuff, and then you have all of
I've
the
been
stuff
seeing
that,
all that stuff.
Aeropostale did. They're releasing like 90s designer clothes now. Just
Mhm.
re-releasing the old stuff that they had from before, and it's just like, dude,
It's genius
this is
marketing.
fantastic.
It's genius
It's
marketing.
fantastic. Anybody who doesn't see the marketing in it is
Yes. Well, so
Blue
I
Brain.
saw something, and I'm not going to dive too much into it because I only saw one thing, but it was Rosie O'Donnell like just saying I will never, buy American Eagle again because of that. And I'm like,
motherfucker. You
there
didn't
it's
fit
it
in
is it's
American Eagle
marketing. Who
ever.
cares? It's marketing. It's
No, no.
it's genius, is what it is.
That's not even the funny part. That's not even the funny part. When has Rosie O'Donnell ever been small enough to fit an American Eagle? When she was fucking 6, her fucking head wouldn't fit through the fucking head hole. There's no fucking way.
Well,
There's
didn't
no fucking way.
Sydney Sweeney she's wearing baggy stuff though, right? Because she's got 2 layers of jeans on.
Oh,
in some of the
probably.
ads.
Yeah, she's got all the genes. She's showing up for the fucking extra chromosome homies. She's got all the genes.
Oh, that's good. Here's your first clip right here. Boom.
It's okay. There's probably already been 40. I use applications for it all, and it makes it so much.
See,
so
I
much
don't like. I like the organic aspect of me creating the reel from beginning to end. I actually have friends that do the other way, like that, and they generate a lot of views. I like the aspect of the editing myself. I don't know why. I just do.
This is what I use, and obviously check it out later. But I love that app so fucking much. Obviously, it doesn't work
Is
for
it
your
only
like,
computer
6-second
or
shorts.
yeah?
No, you can do it on mobile too.
Okay.
But it's drag and drop files, and it literally spits out, okay, title it this, description this, it's this long. You can make it this version and that version. Sometimes it even spits out 3 or 4 different versions of the same fucking clip, cut in different ways to show you in different lights and stuff like that. And it gives you a score. The score is probably bullshit. And I could walk you through it later if you have free time. But like,
maybe not tonight, but yes.
Yeah. But fantastic. Even if you just use it as like a tool of like, making it faster and easier, it's nice for that.
Okay, I'll definitely look at it.
Yeah, no,
I've noticed. So I've noticed a lot of my so I get views. So last month on Snapchat alone, my reaction videos, my little clips that I pieced together, I had 2.2 million views. But it's because of the shorts, not from the shows. Like you generate a lot of views from your shows, your podcasts. I generate more views from and growth from the clips.
So I got a dumb question. When you make those reaction videos and stuff like that, because you can make them on YouTube, and I'm going to give you a business idea here and how to put your shorts back together correctly so that way you get a long form show too. Do you remember like the shorts compilations of like Vine and TikToks and stuff like that, where they would upload like 10, 15 minutes of like Vines and stuff?
Yes. I was never huge on Vine though. Like I was never really on it, but I remember seeing clips of Vine.
So when you do those reaction videos, do you do them in one take or do you do them in multiple?
I do it in one take. It might be 4 or 5 minutes, but
That's
it's
that's what I would do.
yeah.
Like, so I would watch like 10, 15-minute fucking compilations, let them get clipped up into shorts,
Hmm.
and then upload the entire reaction video as reaction to TikTok trend, blah, blah, blah.
Uh-huh.
And then you're hitting the mid form and the short form. And you know how quick that's going to fucking blow?
Well,
Because reaction in the title, just reaction, gets thousands.
so I just started messing around with this new idea, not idea, because it wasn't mine. Where you add a text on the video and slide it out of frame before you post it. Because if it's a trending word that is in the search bar and you plug it, but then slide it out of screen, it's still there. So it pops up in the keywords as part of that. So you actually, it does actually kind of push the views a little bit.
You can do the same thing with audios too, but you would have to
Okay.
mute them. But whatchamacallit? Yeah, if
Oh
you
yeah,
sat
I know
there,
what you're talking about.
you could sit there and record 15 of them, like a 15-minute compilation of just stupid little jokes and stuff like that. Because that's my favorite kind of humor. I
Yes.
like quick wit. I like
Uh-huh.
sitting here having a conversation, and there's gonna be 15 jokes that people don't get, and I'm like, how the fuck did you miss them?
I gotta say,
But
the fact that we're at 40 minutes and we've talked about all the things we've talked about feels pretty good.
I'm. It's almost like we're professionals at this, or something.
I guess something like that.
I, I got to tell my son that for the first time last week. Not last week, like 2 weeks ago. I was so fucking proud of him. He did a 1v1 where they were playing for money on Fortnite.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Dad, I won. My friend gave me a $55 gift card for Amazon because we won the challenge. I don't know what he got, but he paid for me to play. I was like, that's awesome, bud. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You have now made more money playing video games than 99% of people ever will.
I do gotta say,
now,
my 14-year-old, he likes Casey's pizza, their breakfast pizza. So if he'll want it, but nobody else in the house wants it, so he'll call all of his friends on Snapchat. Hey, I'm hungry. Just send me like $3. And I'm like, dude, I would be pissed if you did that, but you do it, and he does it, and every time he gets $20 and goes and buys himself breakfast pizza. But you realize the effort you put into getting that money, bro?
it's like, dude, if you just ask everybody for $1 a day, you could be a millionaire after a little bit. Just keep making new friends. That's all you got to do. Just turn them over.
The friend is the
Rinse,
one that
wash,
sends you
recycle.
$2 towards that pizza you wanted, all right?
Yeah, keep those dudes. Refresh new ones. Keep showing those balls and being like, dude, I want $1, man. I just need $1.
Just $1. It's just $1. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? We're on camera. I'll do whatever you want. Within
dude,
reason, it's $1.
Watching his excitement for that was so fucking fantastic because he's like, I did it on my own.
Uh-huh.
And then he looked at me. He's like, Dad, can I get the keyboard that I wanted that Mom held over my head and told me she was going to get for me, and then told me because I didn't want to go back, she wasn't going to get it. I was like, guess what, buddy? Yes. You can. And guess what?
He did.
Doesn't it feel so much better earning it yourself instead of asking others for it and then it being held over your head? He said, yeah, Dad, you were right. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for realizing that I was right.
That's good. Dude, it is. It's the way the world is going, though. Like, especially people our age that don't utilize social media. First off, I don't think it's for everybody. I actually have a hate-love relationship with social media. I hate it, but I love it because I like the podcasting. I love the podcasting, but I do have a hatred for internet because I'm always on it. I am. I'm always on it, so I do hate it for that reason.
I need the dopamine. I could only imagine the people that don't get it, any validation anywhere else. God damn it, it'd be a problem. Please.
It's so
please,
easy, dude. If you're having a bad day, just freaking turn your screen on and scroll. Like, if it's that bad, I typically don't doom scroll, but
dudes, here, let's fix all the problems of the kids right now. Dudes, look at your daughters and say, I love you. You're beautiful. Say all of the things that she's going to hear. So that way your kid doesn't look elsewhere for it. She already knows she's good. Then guess what? When people are calling her a fucking idiot online, she's not going to give a fuck.
That's true. So true.
And then help your sons and sit there and joke around with them and allow them to be vulgar, allow them to learn how to actually craft a joke and bounce off of you, and let them learn where they can say things and what they can say and stuff like that.
Here's where I feel like there's a boundary issue on my end. Is that the way that letting them, it's letting people be who they want to be, but there's some people out there that just want attention, yet if you call them out on it, it's a lawsuit. You know what I'm saying? So like, you can be yourself, but you can't be yourself. Like you can't speak your mind in certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I think you know
I
what
don't
I'm
give a fuck.
You say that, but before we even went live, did you not say we gotta watch certain stuff? Because that's the way things have became.
Oh no, that's just viewership caring. Like using certain words, flag it and make it so way the viewership is guaranteed to be 0. At least if
But
you
that's
change
the
those
algorithm.
few little words, yeah, that's just algorithm. It's
but
not
that's
people.
because of the way people have became, right? Like it
Nope.
became more restricted. Has it always been that way?
So it's always been lately that way. They move more words and stuff like that to not being allowed to be said because of teenagers and stuff like that, which is why they're adding ID verification and stuff like that on YouTube.
Smart.
So we're gonna see huge viewership changes. Like honestly, and that's my honest opinion. I think numbers are going to drop. It's going to be scary when we're looking at some of these channels. They're going to go from, multi-million view channels to 0 because they curse a little bit.
Well, not just that though. I mean, so my kid, he has like 2 or 3. My oldest, he's got 2 or 3 accounts because one will get banned or whatever. So he'll create another one, but he'll keep when that one gets unrestricted, they'll utilize it. So they got all. So yeah, I mean, anybody that's not ID, they're all getting. So one kid that has 4 accounts, there's gone. And it's going to drop quick.
Yeah. And it's going to be
and plus trolls and all that stuff. Like you said, some people, there's bots stuff, all that's going to get dropped. All those accounts are just going to be gone. So it's good and bad, but I agree. I think it'll be drastic.
But like as a whole, I loved being able to push him and let him learn to be funny. Like he didn't have to learn how to be funny through like chaos and struggle. He got to like understand how to poke people and have fun and not be too much of an asshole because he's being mean now, and like understand where that line is and understand that line's different. And it was really, really interesting watching him kind of like turn the wheels and try and figure it out, and then overstepping and being like, oh fuck, I fucked that one up, and then trying to put it back together. It like, I don't know.
I've really, because I don't have anybody in my family that I can think of off the top of my head that has the kind of humor I have, because the majority of them are very religious. But I like to push the limits, but be as unbiased as possible. Right. So like if I put something out there, I don't want one side to be like, oh, you're this side. And if they do, I can argue that I'm not. So like even with the church, with all my shows, it's satire, it's slapstick, it's meant to push the limits, but that's me and that's my humor. And if you know me, you ain't gonna question it because that's just me.
Well, like even if you look at all my tattoos, all of them are paradoxes. All of them. It's done on purpose, because without good, there is no evil, and without evil, there is no good. It does not matter. It's all the same.
To me, that whole statement right there is perception. That's what it's one word. It's perception and what you perceive it as.
And that's why if I make a joke towards the right or I make a joke towards the left, half the fucking time I'm making a joke back the other fucking way. 2-3 sentences later, it does not matter to me. I'm going to call out stupidity wherever the fuck stupidity is. It does not change. Let's just keep rolling.
I thrive on the stupidity.
Exactly.
My content is thriving on the stupidity of human people in general, the whole human race.
Like, fart jokes and like David Stern, Howard Stern, not David Stern. Yeah. I like absorbed this entire area.
Yeah, the Howard Stern area.
Like Howard Stern.
I actually know a lot of the comedians within that. I know a lot of the comedians within that network, actually.
Yeah, dude, it's so weird.
But dude, I actually do. I know I've interviewed quite a few that are within that group of the
My
Howard Stern,
my
and
favorite.
they're all great. Their humor is like ours.
I have two realizations that I've had, and both of them are hilarious. So, like 12 years ago, I
Uh-huh.
posted a video of Epic Mealtime finally shaving his beard.
Yes, because I remember you told me that you and him were buddies, and I've seen that you've had him on, and you guys have
Yeah,
did something together, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah.
We streamed together. We were gonna go down to New York City together. Like he
Mm.
was down there when I was down there. We were gonna hang out. He's like, "Oh, dude, like you should have said something." So at some point we're gonna hang out. But whatchamacallit? It's like I was like, dude, I was sharing his videos, loving him as a creator, making jokes about beards and stuff like that, hating bacon, but absolutely just like loving the thing because I thought he was funny. And now
Uh,
it's like he's one of my best friends. We talk all the
yes,
time.
that's
You know what I'm
great,
saying?
dude.
It's
That's
just
great.
fucking weird.
Look at that
And
smile, though,
then
man. Obviously, it's just fun. Like, you wouldn't have met him through if it
exactly,
wasn't for this stuff, right?
exactly. And then when I was in high school, there was this YouTuber named Hutch.
Okay,
And anybody who doesn't know him, he looks
I
relatively
don't.
similar to me. I'll find a picture of him.
There's half a
Uh,
million people that look relatively similar to you. Actually, probably more than that. I don't know.
so we were sitting down at lunch one day and we're like, okay, so who does everybody look like on YouTube? And this is who they chose for me.
Are you sending me
This guy.
something?
Yep. I sent it in the chat.
All right.
It's in the
Oh,
chat,
okay.
not our. Yep.
Oh, yeah. I'm over here looking at my phone.
Yep. But like,
Okay.
it's scary. It's scary fucking. Oh, look at you with your touch screen fucking laptop. You
Well, the
fucking
keyboard,
60-year-old old lady.
the keyboard doesn't work. I've had this thing forever. So I literally have
And
it folded over a ladder. I have like this like decorative ladder, and I just fold my laptop and I just use it. It's great. The laptop's great. It just the keyboard don't work.
that sounds like the most pumpkin spice latte mom thing I've ever heard. A
Good.
fucking decorative ladder.
Yep. Yep. I'd show you, but I don't know if I can. Here, I'll show you. I'll try to show you. It's literally on a ladder. It's like I got my light. I've got everything
Yeah.
on a ladder, bro. The whole setup is attached to a ladder. That's how it is.
I feel
Everything
bougie
is
as
mobile.
fuck
Though.
having a fucking office.
Dude, I'm not. Everything I do is mobile. I'm constantly moving. Where's the quietest place in the house? Where's
Oh yeah.
like it's just my life, dude. It's the way it
Oh, I
works.
just like moving
I
my
have
office.
my prop is like 5 things, and I move it wherever I need to move it.
Yep.
And it works. It works for me, man. I got to be honest. If it wasn't, honestly, the mic is probably my favorite thing. The Blue Yeti mic, and I don't have a deal with them or anything. I just love the mic, and it makes the quality of the content good. Oh, and the camera I have is pretty good.
Yeah. That mic is literally at the level of like, this is the minimum of what you should do when you finally start taking this seriously.
Mm-hmm.
I almost shit myself when I thought this thing fucking broke. I was going to fucking lose it.
Oh yeah, this was 120. Now you can get it for like 60 to 80 bucks, but it was 120 bucks when I got it a couple years back, and it's still
This
rolling.
mic by itself was $350.
That's
This
ridiculous.
mic art was $150.
Yeah, that doesn't even have a cord attached, or it does it? Yeah, it does. But that's a fancy little mic, bro.
Yeah, and then I have the mixer for it too that I thought was broken, but I guess my USB hub decided to shit itself, and now the application decided to fucking work. So the mixer that I had isn't actually broke. I just have to plug it back in. But oh my fucking god,
but
I
like
was losing
I
it.
don't see a emblem up here, which means that you pay for the basic package at least. I don't. I pay $20 a month for Spreaker to distribute my audio stuff. Everything else, I've figured out a way to do it where I don't have to pay. I get that it's easier, but I don't financially. I can't afford it. Like that's great because I used to pay for StreamYard until they sold it, and
I
then they
have
tripled the
iHeartRadio.
cost.
I have an iHeartRadio contract. I
Uh-huh.
have a G Fuel contract.
Uh-huh.
They take care of things.
See, that's great. At least they take it. That's what I'm saying is here's the thing is you invest so many hours within a week more than I do. So if I knock out 2 or 3 hours in a week, I'm like, dude, I did a lot more than I thought I was going to be able to do this week.
Yep.
And then I go through and I'll edit and strip the audio and do all of it myself. And I don't know, man.
I could show you how to do that in minutes.
I'm sure you could. Actually, I should probably take you up on that. But with my setup with Spreaker, I pay $20 a month. I've got that's what makes JG's Lounge a network, is because I can take all of these podcasts, even if it's somebody that wants to join, and I can say, all right, you're coming to JG's Lounge. I'll do all your distribution for you, but it's under us, because I pay for that. So I can actually say I'm a network because I have all these podcasts.
Yep.
At one point, I was paying for Spotify, like for not paying for, but I had multiple individual accounts. And I was like, this is dumb.
Yeah, no. I wish they actually made Anchor into something that actually made sense. I would have never left. I would have still had videos up on Spotify. Mm-hmm. But as a whole, it's fucking useless.
I started out with Anchor and I left pretty quick.
I got offered that contract with iHeartRadio and I'm like, yes.
I mean, it's iHeartRadio, man.
We'll offer you a $200 account monthly. Yes.
Yes. Don't say anything else. You got me.
We'll put ads on all of your audio.
Yes. Yep. You got it.
So you had an idea very, very similar to my boss. I know you probably haven't watched Painkiller already, but my boss loved having the joke and the idea of owning a church.
Yes.
Mainly because they congregate every single weekend for the podcast. They're together for 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're giving a 4-hour sermon because nobody else can talk back and forth and stuff like that.
Right.
And now they even have a Patreon where they can come and hang out. But his big thing was no marriage. Marriage is bullshit. You can't have kids. You can't get married. And I am the church. It is the church of Kyle.
Is that what it is? That's good.
Yeah. Well, dude, if you know Kyle, Kyle's FPS Russia. So he was like one of the biggest fucking YouTubers out there. He was like the most badass of the badass of the, I'm going to be, the normal stereotypical fucking single dude who just does whatever the fuck he wants, blows up shit, plays video games and talks on a camera. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, yeah, no, I get your joke. It's fantastic. But you seem to actually be like leaning into it.
Yes, I'm actually okay. What happened? It was like 5 months ago, and someone said something on a TikTok live, and they said they say, and I was like, I hear that all the time, and it's almost like a trigger, because I don't think there's anybody out there who isn't either a victim of or has heard somebody say they say as a point of enforcing some credibility behind a statement they're about to make, even though they have no idea where they got the information.
Yep.
And I thought it would be genius to lean into the mysterious unsource that is they say. So I created the Church of They. And I spent most time, sorry, let me rephrase it. I intentionally waited months and months because I wanted to tweak it to where it wasn't necessarily mocking a religion, but it is pointing out one thing, and that is that people's opinions, for some reason, matter for no reason, just because they threw they say in there. It's like they say, eat an apple a day, or, they say a hair of the dog. Like, what is that? Where did that come from? Do you even know where that came? You're just saying things. So I took them and I've been turning them into like these 2-minute sermons. It's just satire, but with a positive output to them. And it's only been a week and it's doing really well. But because no one that has seen it has said anything other than I can relate. Like, because they either have done it themselves. Look, I'm saying they right now. Or they know someone who does it. People say it all the time. Who is they say? It's no one. It's no one. You don't know who they are. You're just saying it.
Exactly. And that's exactly what it is. It's just like people want to just hyper focus on getting their message as the answer that everybody hears. And if
Yeah.
you can't back up your fucking thought process
Mm,
with anything more than this is why I feel this way,
mm,
and you can't explain why the fuck you feel that way, then
mhm.
you legitimately should not be spouting off your opinions.
Right. But isn't that what church is, though? I mean, you go to church, you sit down in an aisle in a pew, and you have a preacher that comes out. And I'm not talking, and I'm not bad mouthing anybody. If you're committed to it and you like it, that it makes you positive and a better person, good, great. But that's what the preacher's doing. They're reading verses and they're interpreting it how they want to interpret it, and you either agree with it or you don't. I mean, that's what it
So,
is.
being as atheist as I was and
Okay.
completely not believing in anything, and you don't have to buy in and add to the conversation if you don't want to, you don't feel comfortable. I
I
completely
probably
understand.
will. So go ahead.
Nope. Just, I wanted to give you the out if you wanted it. Like, I felt like that was the only answer because, like, logically, you put these boxes around things and you can only figure out exactly how you feel. And if something just doesn't add up and doesn't make sense to you, it's kind of hard to realize that there could be, like, even the wind affecting things.
Mhm,
This affects that. And then, like, you don't see those things. So, like, you
mhm.
can't connect the dots. You feel like, and it seems like the more atheist or agnostic you become, the more nihilistic and the more main character syndrome you have.
So, I mean, are you familiar with quantum physics or the concept of quantum
A little
physics?
bit, yeah.
So, in my mind, I don't think that there's nothing because, first off, you cannot create or destroy energy. We
Mhm.
are all energy. I mean, we see it in scans, we see it in x rays. I mean, there's energy flowing through our bodies. When we die, that energy goes somewhere. It can't not go somewhere, it has to go somewhere. So,
It's
we
legitimately electricity.
Yes. So that's what we are. We are the energy inside of a physical form, but we have to use these capsules to learn and educate ourselves and to continue to expand the energy that is the universe because collectively we're just energy growing. So we
Yeah.
don't necessarily go anywhere. We just continue to expand. Even at these physical forms aren't meant to last forever. That's why we continue through them and we continue to go and we utilize them to learn things.
So in the past couple of years, having more and more religious friends, and it started off with Dan,
Uh-huh.
which since he really kind of confuses me, but and then having more like very, 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 very sound intellectual people that are also religious and like
Mhm.
having in-depth conversations with them, it becomes very hard to just be, I don't believe because I can't. Because then you start seeing like there's a power of will in life. And I think everybody realizes this when you
I
see
do.
grandma.
I don't want to. Actually, I want you to finish. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. It's your
You're okay.
show.
No,
I have a complete flip side to this, but I want you to finish first.
like when grandma gets cancer, if she was never told she had cancer, she might live for another year. But because she was told and she got depressed and she can't fucking put it together, she might die in 2 weeks. And I think like that power of will and the way that like we kind of like enforce the things around us, like when you do put in positive, regardless of how long it takes, you will probably get positive out of it. If you put your head down and you keep going, it's more likely to pay off. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like there's ways to tilt the scales like they're supposed to be. And it's not
I like the
just
tilt. I like the tilt the scales aspect of
you,
that. That's good.
you, because to me, I'm not religious in the slightest. But as I'm getting older, it is weird to not see like the logic isn't there. I understand why I didn't believe at all. I completely understand it is the logical answer. But when there is such a thorough line through everything, and it's like, why do all these things fucking connect? There is zero reason for this through line to cross into my life and drastically impact me to do crazy fucking things. Like there's no reason for it. Yet there's a path that shows very, very intricately that I was meant for this.
Right. Well, that's I can vision that. Like I see that. I come from growing up Pentecostal where I went to church 4 days a week. If you weren't speaking in tongues, you weren't doing it right. You weren't going to be saved. I mean, dancing around
How
with
many
palm
times did the
leaves
snake crawl up your ass?
for about 8 or 9 years. And I spoke in tongues one time and I faked it because I wanted them to leave me alone.
Yeah.
But it's creepy. It is scary. It is cultish. It is very, to me, it's creepy. I know it's a thing. I know it exists because I've witnessed people speaking in tongues. It's creepy. It's a real thing, though. I get it. But I feel like religion is grounding, right? So, like, people who are struggling can use religion
Absolutely.
as a grounding point, and it can benefit them. Or people
Yep.
grow into it and they love it, and it's great. Good for you. But growing up in a very hypocritical Christian upbringing, Pentecostal upbringing, where I'd go home and get beat by my stepdad, and he'd play Jesus on the cross at church, like, and he'd be snorting coke at home and stuff like that. Like, very contradicting, very hypocritical,
Exactly.
big family. One thing that I've realized is, as a human, and for me, is that structure limits the possibilities.
Completely.
Religion is a structure. It is a structure. I'm not saying that it's not a good out. It's not a, if it's you, it's great. But it's a structure. It's restricting you from your full potential of who you could become because you're limiting yourself to that religious
And I've
concept.
had that same conversation with multiple people. I've had that conversation with a recovery specialist that very, very heavily leans into religion as a way to, like, help the people that can't get past using alcohol or using drugs and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, a lot of those drug programs being entirely tied to belief in religion will automatically discount 40, 50, 60% of people because they may say they believe, but they don't genuinely believe, whether they were given
Right.
the birth of faith or not. But to me, the way that I'm seeing the world now isn't just like, oh my God, religion is real. That's not what I'm saying. It seems like the world has, it sounds fucking psychotic or Disney Channel, and I'm not sure which, it may be both. But it's like this, the world has a power. And if you feed into it and you feed it the right way, things go the way that you're expecting them to, or better than you're expecting them to. Almost like how, Christians will say, "Oh, well, if you trust the word of God, you're going to be able to be saved and taken care of, and you'll be given exactly what you ask for."
Right.
Like, I completely respect your trauma in that situation. I'm not saying I don't. Like, I get it. I would be in the same place.
Right.
But it's hard to be somebody who, has 3 kids, lost a son, lost a brother, you know what I'm saying? And look at all these things and be like, there's a reason why I didn't die in Minecraft when I tried to attempt. There's a reason why I'm still here. There's a reason why these kids want to be with me. There's a reason why all of these things are okay. There's a reason why chaos doesn't happen. And it's like, at some point you realize that, there's a reason why you're here. And I don't know if that's just like self-fulfillment or not, but it seems like when you figure that out, almost nothing can knock you from it.
Well, and this isn't necessarily to contradict what you were saying, right? And you wanted to have this conversation. I'm fine with it. I actually love this stuff. I just don't like to do it on my shows because it's not me. But
Okay.
I do like to talk about it. I like to talk about it. So what you just said is that there's a reason. So there's a structured concept somewhere in the mind. And I'm not saying it's a negative thing. That's a good thing. Like, there's a reason for me to be here. My kids, same thing. I didn't have a dad growing up. I feel like like I have to prove to myself that I can be better than the dad that I had. Right. So, like, but the reality of it is I just need to exist and continue to grow and expand as an energy, because I'm only going to continue doing that. No matter what, after this, I'm going somewhere. I don't necessarily think it's a heaven or hell, because I don't think that the premise of the concepts makes sense.
I completely fucking agree. I don't look at it like I'm going to die and, turn into fairy dust and become a star up with the past kings. I see it more like legacy.
Mhm.
That's how I see it. Like, dude, I was left such a shitty fucking legacy. There is such a gap in between my great 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 grandfather signing the Declaration of Independence and me fucking here now being this fucking loudmouthed retard online. There is such a fucking weird connection there.
I can
But it's
attest. I can attest to that. I'm just
but you know what I'm
kidding.
saying? Like, it's like at some point it's like I'm fighting to put my name on a piece of paper. I'm fighting to
Mhm.
matter to those kids. Like
Mhm.
that's what I'm here for. And whatever I fucking accomplish on top of that is fucking cake. And it's
I
like I didn't realize that until my neck surgery. I didn't realize that until I could like open my mind enough and get past the depression, get past the whole I there's no fucking reason for me to live. I'm only here to turn over a fucking wheel for these kids. And it's like, if you only live for just that, if you only live to make sure that those kids have their fucking 3 squares of rice, then at some point, you're not giving them what they need. You're
right.
just turning over.
Yeah,
Does that,
yeah, no, I mean, I providing for my kids is crucial. But legacy, when you said that, it really struck me because everything that is JG's Lounge, and that's even the church of they that I just launched, everything that is JG's Lounge, I want my kids to be able to show their friends. I want them to be able to watch it and be like, yeah, that's my dad, or that's my, I got a step kid, and even he's like, his friends follow me. And
yeah.
then that feeling is like, hey, he enjoys it. My kids are enjoying what I'm
I
putting
had the
out there.
weirdest fucking shit with that. My daughter calls me in like their last week of school. They were doing like the tests and then sitting there and hanging out for the last little bit of the day. And my cousin was one of her teachers. So she was just like hanging out with her cousin. And like there was like 3 or 4 other kids in the room. And she was talking about my podcast and shit like that. And she's like, they're like, your dad has a podcast? Show me. And they sat there and went through every single video on my fucking channel and liked it. And it's
Right.
just like, dude, thank you. Because I don't care. It doesn't matter to me, but it feels
Right.
fantastic. It works. But it's like, dude, if I make one of those kids' lives better, and they didn't have a dad, just like I didn't, and I had somebody like my boss who was out there talking, the shit that I needed to hear, dude. You know how much better my life would have been if I heard that, dude. It fucking gets better. It's gonna be fucking okay. There's a reason why you're fucking here. Keep going.
Yep.
Do you know how much like 14-year-old Zach would have loved to hear that after he got his thumb out of his ass and was like, oh, dude, he's lying. That's for everybody else.
It does. It feels good, man. Especially when your kids reflect on it. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the feeling behind that keeps me wanting to do it, man. I here's the other thing though. Like I got friends. I have people that I consider friends. That don't like talk radio. Cool. You don't. Yeah, it's something I enjoy. You don't have to like it to be my friend.
Exactly.
But I don't want you criticizing it if you don't know anything about it. If it's
No,
not your thing, it's not your thing.
this is the greatest response ever. 70% of the people disagree with you in the world. And it's okay to have opinions, and it's okay to even have wrong opinions. But guess what? That's exactly what you have. You have a wrong
Mhm.
opinion, sir. And I love you
Hey,
for it because it makes you you.
right,
But guess what? You're wrong.
right. So I've helped many people create shows. I've helped many, even on TikToks. I have this lady who she sips tea and she dresses as a gnome and she talks to people as a gnome. And she told me she wanted to go live, so I had to help her structure this whole concept of a show. I didn't have to; I wanted to. I enjoy it, and I
If
told
she
her,
doesn't sit
I was
out,
like, I don't. She's like, I don't know that people are going to want to see this. I was like, if you commit, and this is something that you enjoy, people are going to find you. It does not matter. Your people who enjoy what you're wanting to talk about are going to find you. They're out there.
with your humor, and I'm going to say this fucking openly, and I'm going to be a little bit of an asshole here, and then you're going
Good.
to see
Bring
part
it
of
on.
it. If she wasn't fucking sitting out in her yard in the middle of the day, not in a lawn chair, on the fucking ground, live, you failed.
Nope. She definitely doesn't do that. She has
Because
a
when you
green
said that,
screen forest, and she has a cup of tea, and she has the get up, but that's about it.
Have you seen the frog guy? There's a dude who dresses like a frog and paints his entire fat ass body like a fucking frog. And he just sits there and he's just obnoxious. Like he doesn't even act like a frog. But when you said gnome, I just imagined Gnomeo and Juliet, and it would be
I love
hilarious.
Romeo and Juliet. It's a great
Just
movie.
sitting there in the fucking yard, like zoomed all the way out, so it looks like she's laying in the grass, all small and
good.
shit. It would be
Actually, that'd be
hilarious.
great. I should tell her get like a little Bluetooth mic, the ones that they sell now, and just lay out in the middle of nowhere. In the
You don't even have to do it outside. Just buy some Kentucky bluegrass, lay in
There
your
you go.
fucking yard in your room. You're fine. All those fucking weird women are putting roses on their fucking wall anyway. Just fucking do it.
Dude,
it's okay.
That's one thing though. So okay, the clips that you put out, right? You know, they're very informative, but the reach seems like it's more there if it's absurd and makes no fucking sense. Like the trending stuff, and it pisses me off because I'll do these stupid reactions and they'll like quadruple the views that my informative stuff that I actually put time and effort into, and it pisses me off, but
It's
works.
the length. And it sounds stupid and it sounds absolutely regressive. And I have no idea how many people want to hear this shit, but I'll fucking explain it. So the fact that a video is 6, 15 seconds, 10 seconds.
That I know for a fact where you're going with this, but yes. Yeah.
You
I
can't
do that on
scroll
purpose.
away. So the fact that it plays 2 or 3 times increases the watch percentage. When the watch percentage jumps, then everybody's watching more. So you're getting 3 views for every view that you're supposed to have.
Yeah.
And then it multiplies because then it gets pushed up in the algorithm. Then every single view that you
and
were
people
supposed to
are
get turns
responding
into
in
4
the
or 5.
comments. Yeah.
And then they start commenting because you said or spelt something wrong on purpose just to clickbait the comment.
Yes.
And then
100%.
it just multiplies because most people on YouTube are not idiots, you fucking retards.
Yes.
You're being farmed. You
dude,
are the locale, you fucking dipshit.
That's so true though. Like there's 2 things. 15 seconds or left, you're gonna get views. As long as you do it right. So like for me, I will start every clip out and I'll pan in, and then I'll pan in, and then I'll pan in, and it generates more views. I don't know why, it just does. But they're all, it's 15 seconds or less.
Because it's a loop. It's just like those stupid videos that all these assholes fucking do when they're like, okay, part 1. And it's like they use the last 3 words of the video and butt fuck it at the beginning. And it's like, and that's why I had sex today. And it's like, why the fuck did your video start with that?
Right.
Can you explain to me what the crazy day led up to this amazing sex or something? And then it's like, and then I had sex today. And it's like, you made me replay the video. You're a fucking douchebag.
Yep.
Go fuck yourself. You YouTube scumbag.
It's
fucking genius. I love it.
Here's the thing, and this has been my biggest struggle. I got a notification from Facebook. Actually, let me pull it up. It says, it says your reels longer than 1 minute are getting 2,950% more views than usual. And I'm like, man, that feels pretty good. And you know what it is? It's Church of the Day. The structure of the sermons are so absurd that I keep them about 2 minutes. Right.
It's the name church.
Yeah. I mean, it is. But they're dude. Some of them have 400 or 500 views in a day, and I'm like, okay, cool. But it's hard. It's hard to get that kind of engagement on a video that long. It is. It is tough. Because go ahead.
It really depends because you could fall into something and it just becomes a fucking meme. And it's so stupid. Like I remember when I reached affiliate on Twitch, which is one of the most obnoxious things to start doing. To be able to get paid by Twitch, you have to have 3 concurrent viewers for the entire time you're streaming. And if it drops below that, if you do not turn off your stream because you're trying to actually do it instead of just do it for the love, you're fucking yourself. You're actively critiquing your job and making it hard. So after I got affiliate, I looked deadpan at the camera. I had like 15, 20 people in there. And I was like, I'm going to tell you this right now. The second you motherfuckers make me hit partner, which is 70 people concurrent, I think for like a month, I was like, I will shit so much shit into this fucking chair that it goes from white to brown.
For you guys. I'm gonna do it for
And I
you
will
guys.
shit on camera right here, right now. I will take the entire fucking shit. And then I will leave my camera on when I go take a shower. And then guess what? The chair's going right in the fucking dumpster because you guys just got me a Twitch check and I'm going to buy a new one.
That's a good goal. That's a great goal, actually.
I thought it was hilarious.
It's good. I'm cracking up. That's funny.
But like, it seems like as long as you're being like 70% honest and 30% absurd, and you can cross the line of what everybody's idiocy is, because everybody is so far up their own ass that they smell their own farts. And they think that their own opinion is the only fucking opinion anybody should have. As long as you can cross that threshold, there are so many views available, but you have to make them fucking feel something. If they're not angrily fucking commenting, you fucking dipshits, you're getting farmed.
Yep.
Or you're not making them giggle so fucking hard that they can't scroll. You didn't do your job.
Right. You either want somebody that says I can relate, or that I have an opinion on what you just said. It's those two things.
Or that they learned something.
Or that they learned something. There you go. I definitely I've seen all of it. And as we, we're an hour and 20 minutes in. So my biggest issue lately that I'm correcting is that I got to a point where my computer wasn't working. I was having issues. And so I went to TikTok and I started seeing growth, like exponential growth by going live on TikTok. And now I do both, but I actually prefer this to TikTok. But my viewership and the money that I make is much more on TikTok. And the algorithm fuels it totally different than YouTube does, totally different than Rumble does.
It's
totally
all different.
It is. And if I go live on my TikTok account, within minutes, I have 15, 20 people in there hanging out. I can bring them up. I don't have to, schedule something. I can just do it and I'll make money while I'm live. And it's like you said, like your Discord, like they're just there. If I go live, they're just gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I'm trying to get more back into this, but I've really gotten hooked on that because of that aspect.
And that's why I used to stream the show, is I love the direct interaction with the fans while I'm sitting here. Like, am I gonna sit here and only talk to you? No, you fucking weirdo. It's my fucking show. Do I want to sit here and hear the fucking funny joke if there's something funny in the chat? Abso-fucking-lutely. But you're not going to guide the show. That's not your job. That's my job. Let me do my job. You do your job. You enjoy it. You click and have fun. And, meme in the comments and talk about how I'm an egotistical asshole. Love
it. I did implement something with Church of They. I'm sorry. I know I keep coming back to it.
You're good.
But where when I go live on TikTok and do assemblies, I do they say prompts, and then the people in the panel interpret it how they want, and then the audience picks the best interpretation, and then I put it as a scripture in the testament of they. So I'm incorporating the congregation into the growth of the church, and it's just working. It's just working.
So I'll give you a fucking home run idea.
Okay.
You go up there and you lay down 5-10 minutes just spouting whatever bullshit you're gonna spout.
Okay.
And then you have somebody come up with a completely different fucking idea.
Okay.
And everybody votes with the fucking roses that are like 5 cents.
They're not even that.
But they pay you differently. So I'm just saying, like, throw the roses.
Yeah.
Throw the roses at the person that you think won today.
I do that. I actually do. First off, I like the extra income. So I'm not, and I tell people that all the time. Look, I do gift back. But I do like to make some money. So I have my subscriber base and I have my gifts, and I take a percentage of that, and then I invest a few bucks back into the people. But the fact that TikTok takes 40%, like it's I mean, to make $30 in a week is something. I've seen people
TikTok
make
is
200
actually
in a couple dollars.
the lowest percentage out of all of them.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's tougher on other platforms, though. Like, so if you're doing good on those platforms, it's
No,
because
YouTube's you get paid out 60%, so it would be the same. And Twitch is 50-50 until you get the extended partner program,
okay.
which is 70-30.
But see, that's also the difference between that. Well, I guess you can get gifts from your subscribers, right?
Bits,
Yeah.
which are a penny each.
Yeah. So TikTok, it's just you're live and somebody sends you $20 or you don't make nothing. But it's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
I would rather.
It is.
It was weird because to me, I don't having a fucking PayPal link in my fucking description to me is weird. Why the fuck
Yeah, I
do
don't
you
have
want to
that.
pay me on PayPal? Why? That's weird.
It's an easy. I mean, I don't know, dude. Because I'm guilty of it.
No, like if you want to send me $10 right now, send me 2 gift subs
Yeah.
because it's not about the money to me. If
Right.
you want to grow this and you want to make this seen by more people and you want to tell me thank you, and we were saying this a couple weeks ago with Verlis, if you're gonna sit here and drop $5 every 20 minutes to get my attention, do you know what dropping $50 instead of the 10 fucking $5 donations you were gonna do is gonna do? You are going to get my attention first every single fucking time.
That's right.
Because your name sticks out.
Yeah.
Like, just be the big baller you are. It's okay. I'm not gonna
Right.
think you're a dick, but like, grow it. If you like this stuff, regardless of if you like this show, you like other shows or whatever, share the fucking content. Share it with other people. If you sub to the thing and you're gonna pay for a monthly sub or whatever, gift one to somebody else. It fucking grows everything.
It does.
And that's how it should be. Like, so I know you said you only wanted to do about an hour and a half of this, but I do have one question for you.
Yes.
I didn't get to ask.
You're good. I'm not like in a rush, but I mean, I try to keep it, you know.
I know you have stuff to do. I want to know what's your favorite piece of content you've made?
That I've made?
Yes.
That's good. My paranormal investigators short film that I made. It's about 8 minutes long, and me and 3 comedians from all over the U.S. I say all over. There was 3 comedians, but coast to coast. We came up with this concept where we went to investigate a home where it used to hold orgies, and somebody poisoned the lubricant, so tons of people died in this orgy, and we're investigating the house. It's about 8 minutes long, but I've watched it probably 100 times and could watch it another 100 and crack up every time. It came together so well. It just felt right, you know, like it was my first time actually challenging myself in the editing process of the content that I do. And when the final, product came out, I was like, I can't believe that this just happened. Like it took like 2 weeks, and we put it out there, and it's just great. And it's fueled me to do more than just podcasts. So I do have short films that I've done. I've got probably a dozen of them out there. And it's continued to drive me to challenge myself in this, whatever this is, whatever the social media presence of Jukebox Ginger is, it's that drove me to want to do more.
Yeah. And I remember sitting there helping you I think you gave me like a loose idea or something, and we were sitting there bouncing jokes off each other and stuff like that.
Yeah, we tend to do
that's what
that.
I remember. But whatchamacallit? I loved that fucking idea, but I struggle because I wanted to be a part of it. I think that was part of the conversation too.
Probably.
But I was like, I don't know exactly how to do sketch comedy. If I'm not actively having a conversation or bouncing off somebody, I don't think if I write it down, number one, I'm going to fuck it up. Not because I didn't reread it 5 fucking times, but because either I know what I want to say or I don't. I would rather have like my show notes. I have 3 lines. The Church of They, what makes you so drawn to sketch comedy, and what's your favorite content you've made. That
Okay.
is it. I've just done an hour and 30 minutes with 3 lines of notes
Yes.
because I can completely fill from the top of my head. But the
It
thing
worked
is,
though.
I
It
can't
worked.
recreate the jokes because I've already
So
said them.
here's my thing though, is that if I'm making a fool of myself, and I know that I'm making a fool of myself, and somebody enjoys it, I'm gonna keep doing it. But I, like we said earlier, do you asked me if I did one take? Yeah, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes. Those little Church of the sermons take me about 15 to 20 minutes because I try to like keep this serious structure when I'm recording. So I'll like resay, but I won't stop and redo, stop, redo. I'm just like, do it all in one take and then edit what you want out. But it's tough
Oh,
to
that's still
try.
multiple takes, buddy. One take is you say it once.
Yeah, just
This
freestyling
was
it.
a one
Okay.
take
All right. Well,
video.
whatever. Okay, whatever. Our
Now you
interpretations of
understand
one
what I'm
take are
saying?
different. No, I definitely, if I don't like how it came out, I will redo it. But it, like I said, I can take a 10, 15-minute video and turn it into 1 minute or 2 minutes. But it has to feel right to me in order to put it out there. And it is,
Right.
it's totally sketch comedy. It's on the spot. Idea pops in my head, just do it or else you're not going to do it. So I just do it.
Yeah, and you all know who really stuck out to me comedy wise? That
Is that
I was like, oh, it works because it's who I would be. Is Matt Rife
okay?
is joking with the people and having a conversation, trying to
For
learn more
sure.
about them, and then turning it into a joke, and just being quick enough to do it.
Mm.
I think that is like the only like because I was talking to my fiance, I was like, I wonder, I got crazy fucking. I could make them feel, and then I could make them giggle. I could come up with the, like and have a flow through the entire thing where I could do it. But I think at some point I'm gonna feel like this is so watered down that there's no connection to my own story even at some point. It's like that connection with the person to me feels like it's so much more genuine and so much more real, and I can like as long as they don't feel like I'm being a dickhead, we can banter with just about anything.
Right. And I think like you said, banter. That's, I mean, I feel like that's basically what we did this whole show. But I guarantee you probably got 20 to 30 good clips out of this hour and a half, just from
30.
what we. You think that's pushing it? You man,
No.
you gotta stretch your limits. You said no. Okay, more. That's even better.
No, I upload 140 shorts a week.
That's you got. I mean,
Guys,
yeah.
we'll see you fucking next time. Bye.